Working in construction can be dangerous. Employees work in hazardous environments with exposures to falls, powered and heavy equipment, and chemicals. Statistics show that construction workers have a greater chance of being injured or killed on the job from these types of hazards. Before you step on the job site, be familiar with the basic safety hazards and understand how to protect yourself. Safety is everyone's responsibility on the job site. Workers must follow all safe work practices and applicable OSHA rules. They must immediately look for hazards and report all injuries or near misses and any hazardous conditions. Workers must keep work areas, walkways, and stairs clean and free of trash, debris, tools, and materials to prevent tripping, and take adequate precautions when working in very hot temperatures, including frequently drinking cool water and taking breaks in the shade. Personal Protective Equipment, or PPE, is designed to protect workers from serious workplace injuries, and using PPE is essential. Always use the appropriate PPE, such as wearing a hard hat, safety glasses, safety boots and gloves, as well as high visibility clothing and hearing protection, and even respirators when required, in the manner that they were designed. Ensure the PPE is maintained in good condition and replaced when damaged or lost. Falling is the #1 cause of serious work-related injury and death in construction. The best way to prevent a fall is to inspect the work area and ensure all fall exposures are adequately protected. Workers exposed to fall hazards 6 feet or more above a lower level, such as a leading edge, floor holes or wall openings and roofs, must be protected by a fall protection system. Fall protection systems can be temporary or permanent guardrails, safety nets, hole covers, or personal fall arrest systems. A competent or qualified person must oversee the installation of the fall protection systems. Don't work around unprotected floor and wall openings or skylights, and never walk the top plate of a wall unless using the right fall protection equipment. Protect workers from falling objects by securing all tools, equipment, and materials when working on an elevated surface or restricted access to areas where a fall or drop hazard exists. While it appears non-threatening, a ladder can be a major hazard. Ladder safety starts with choosing the right ladder for the job, ensuring it is in good condition, and setting it up properly. For extension ladders, set it on stable, level surface at the proper angle. Extend it 3 feet above the landing surface to provide a handhold, and secure it at the top or bottom to prevent movement. When using step ladders, always set it up per manufacturer's instruction. Never lean a step ladder unless the manufacturer has designed it for that purpose, and never stand on the top 2 steps of a step ladder. When climbing, face the ladder and maintain 3 points of contact. And remember, when working on ladders, don't overreach. Some workers will need to work on scaffolds, so you must be trained and understand the hazards before setting up, using, or dismantling scaffolding. Don't work from anything not designed for that purpose, such as standing on a 5-gallon bucket, because makeshift scaffolds are never acceptable. Scaffolds must be erected, dismantled, and inspected before use under the supervision of a competent person. And for scaffolds 10 feet and higher, you must add guardrails or wear a personal fall arrest system. Electricity can be extremely dangerous and can cause burns, shocks, and death from electrocution. Anyone working with electricity must follow basic safety rules. Never work on energized or hot electrical circuits until all the power has been shut off and locked and tagged out. And remember to stay at least 10 feet from overhead power lines. Make sure to inspect all electrical tools and cords before starting work and remove any damaged equipment. Protect temporary power, including all extension cords and generators, with approved ground fault circuit interrupters, or GFCIs, to protect against shock. And always use caution when working near electricity, and never use power strips on the job site. Using proper lifting techniques when handling heavy materials, tools, and equipment can prevent back injuries. First, do not lift anything over 50 pounds without assistance. Next, bend at the knees as you lift the load, keeping it close to your body. Lift with your legs, not your back. Finally, be careful not to twist your body during the lift. Cave-ins pose a great risk to workers who have to perform trenching and excavation operations. First, you should call 811 a few business days before you begin any digging, so buried utilities can be located and marked. Excavations and utility trenches 5 feet deep or greater require a protective system, either sloping, benching the soil, or using a trench box. Never enter a trench unless you have been trained and the competent person determines it is safe. Have the competent person inspect trenches and excavations daily and correct hazards before anyone enters. Tools and equipment are so common on construction sites, it's easy to forget how many hazards they pose. Never operate tools or equipment unless properly trained on each type of tool. Ensure all tools and equipment are in safe operating condition, including making sure guards are in place, and inspect them before each use. And always wear the right personal protective equipment such as head, eye, hand, and hearing protection. Finally, stay clear of backing and turning vehicles and mobile equipment. Construction materials and chemicals pose a wide range of hazards on job sites. Understand the dangers of hazardous materials such as caulks, paints, glues, and sealants by reading the labels and the safety data sheets. Follow the manufacturer's instructions for handling, use, and storage of hazardous chemicals. And always wear the proper personal protective equipment according to the label or SDS recommendations, such as respirator, eye protection, and gloves. As you become familiar with these important safety basics, it's up to you to follow the rules and work safely, because safety is everyone's responsibility.